Okay, what's up guys? In this video we're going to go over the two main issues that people have really when they start any sort of business, and that is where to get clients and how to service those clients once you get them. Okay, so like this is kind of true for any sort of new business that you're going to start or freelancing gig or whatever it is, right? You have two main problems. Number one, where are you going to get your clients from? And number two, how are you going to service those clients once you get them? Okay, these are like the two main issues that people have when they're trying to like start a business. These are the kind of the two things that stop them. Once you solve these two problems, you're good to go, and you can just kind of scale up with whatever stuff, you know, with your marketing or your client acquisition, whatever it is. Okay, so I'm just going to brainstorm a few things here where you can get clients and how to service them, and we'll go into them in more detail in the later videos, but I just kind of want to like wet your whistle for what, you know, some strategies that you can use. Okay, so number one, friends and family. Okay, now obviously like this is not like, we're not selling like multi-level marketing here, so you don't want to hit them too hard. You don't want to pressure them too much. Just kind of casually mention it to them. Hey, I started this new social media management business. If you know anybody who wants that, let me know. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you can use Pygambot. Okay, I'm a huge fan of Pygambot, which is a contact form submitter. Basically what this will do is automatically contact websites through their contact form and give them whatever message you want to give them, right? So an example message could be like, hey, my name is Bob from Bob's Social Media Management. We're really good at social media management. Check out our website. If you want to talk, let me know, set an appointment, blah, blah, blah. Okay, obviously should be a little bit more polished than that, but just to give you an idea, Pygambot is an excellent tool that you can use to automate your marketing. And instead of having to pay for paid ads, like with Facebook, you can just kind of pay for the tool and contact essentially as many people as you want in a month. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of Pygambot. Another one is something called Scope Leads. Okay, Scope Leads is another type of kind of like automated marketing tool, which will do a quick audit of websites. Right, you can search for websites based on keywords and location. So I don't know, landscaping companies in Portland, for example, right, that are missing certain social media profiles. Right, you can search for stuff like that, missing SEO, missing you know, AdWords, missing their Facebook pixel on their website. There's all kinds of stuff in the tool. I'll show you in a later video. But basically, the benefit of this is you can send personalized emails to these companies and say, hey, I noticed that you're missing a Pinterest page. I noticed you don't have an Instagram page. I can set that up for you. I can manage it for you. Here's a little bit of more information. If you're interested, let me know. Okay, so let's just call this targeted lead generation based on after website audit, whatever. Another one, Facebook ads. Okay, this is fairly straightforward, but there is a little bit of a learning curve, and you do have to pay some money for this up front. And these two tools you also have to pay money for, but a lot less than what you'll end up paying on Facebook ads. Now the benefit of Facebook ads is that you have a lot of options in terms of how you can target people. You can do by age, by, you know, what zip code they live in, what you know, age, zip code, you know, income level, stuff like that, job title, all kinds of things. Okay, so highly targeted but costs money. And then Facebook groups is also really good. Okay, there's lots of entrepreneur Facebook groups, and you can go in there and, you know, make posts and say like, did you know that, you know, post an infographic about social media, or post a question that says like, what's your biggest struggle with social media, right? Basically designed to elicit responses from people that will, you know, get them to reveal what their problems are. And then you can message them later on and say like, oh, I noticed you have this problem with social media. I can help you, blah, blah, blah. Good for, let's call it organic personal marketing. Okay, so this is sufficient, all right? And then one more is just cold emails. Okay, you can use a tool called Yam, yet another mail merge. It's like, don't worry about it now, plus Gmail to send, I don't know, I think it's like 500 emails per day. Okay, so once you get a list of emails of certain companies, which you can get from a ton of different places, you can even just copy and paste them from websites. Might take you a couple hours, but then again, you get one client that pays you $500 a month. It's worth it. Okay, so basically you use this tool to email companies and say, same thing, same outreach email. Hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I do social media management. If you're interested, let me know. Let's set a time to talk, whatever. Okay, so this is sufficient, okay, for where to get clients. How to service them. Okay, number one, do it yourself. Okay, this has the advantage of being the most profitable because you don't have to pay, you don't have to outsource any of this work to anybody. However, it is going to kind of be a drain on your time. So if you're just starting out, it's totally fine to do it yourself. That's like perfectly acceptable. And maybe you do kind of want to do it a little bit yourself so you can reduce your costs and also just kind of learn how the entire process works. However, once you get a little bit further down the line, you're going to want to outsource it a little bit. Okay, so what you do is you take money that you've earned from this, let's say they pay you $200 a month, and you find somebody to pay them $100 a month to manage it. Okay, so you make $100 a month, you don't have to do any work. That's what I prefer to do, and that's what I would recommend that you do as well. Okay, so for Instagram management, you can use a company called Explode Social. Okay, now I use these guys. They're very good, very professional. I've had clients stay on with them for the better part of a year, ever since I started using them. And the reason that I like this is because when a client stays on with the company that I'm outsourcing the work to, that means essentially the client is staying on with me. Okay, another company I've had luck with is $99 Social. These guys have a lot of options when it comes to different packages. Okay, so they do like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. They even do Facebook ads and sometimes blog posts. Okay, so you can put together a site that basically just resells their services, and they have a reseller program. Okay, so I would recommend you do $99 Social. Like Explode Social is good too, but $99 Social, they kind of handle everything. Okay, now this includes daily posting as well. Okay, so you don't actually have to do anything. All right, so it's very good. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll show you my website that I'm using, and I'll even give you the option to kind of like steal, it's called a funnel, but basically like steal my template. And all you have to do is just set it up on your own domain, and you can basically just start driving traffic to it with these methods that I showed you here, and you can start getting clients and making money if your sales skills are up to par, which they will be after a while. It just takes a little bit of time. Okay, so that's it. Where to get clients, how to service them. In future videos, we will go over all of this stuff in more detail, and I'll give you kind of a tour. Cool? So stick around.